we're back for another Whiteboard Wednesday. Matt Hunkler and Jake Robinson here from the Bluelock crew. And we've been talking a lot about enterprise cloud lately, moving from the physical world to the virtual world. And today, just wanted to talk a little bit about on-demand or kind of pay-as-you-go cloud computing. So maybe not at enterprise level, but what they call the public cloud, right?
Right.
So one of the offerings that Bluelock has right now is called vCloud Express. So we wanted to take a minute just to tell you about it and how you could set up some virtual machines in vCloud Express in a matter of minutes.
Cool.
I was hoping you could kind of walk them through sort of the way that's architected and how we put together the infrastructure in vCloud Express.
Right. So vCloud Express, wherever you go,
Yep.
so it's vCloud, wherever you go, it's going to be kind of have the same components.
Okay.
So when we look at the components within vCloud Express, the first component you're going to have to create is the VDC. So
Okay.
the VDC stands for Virtual Data Center.
Right.
So, and you can have multiple VDCs within your vCloud Express environment, and there's not too sure what the use of that is. And in a normal VDC, each VDC would have its own networks and stuff like that, and that's kind of limited in the vCloud Express environment. But what is cool are the vApps. So a vApp is a logical container for multiple VMs that run one specific application. So if you've got a multi-tiered application, maybe you have a web server, an app server, and a database server, you put those inside a container called a vApp. And that allows you to power down the vApp, power up the vApp, clone the vApp. You can do all those things as a group instead of having to do singular type of tasks with each virtual machine.
Okay.
So you can
Sounds
create
pretty
multiple, you can create multiple vApps in there in your vCloud Express environment, and there are APIs available to, write to and from vCloud Express to control all these different containers.
Nice. That's written in JClouds, right?
Yeah. So everybody's touting the JClouds right now. So It's pretty cool stuff. Check it out if you're a software developer.
That's awesome. So say someone wanted to get started in vCloud Express, what they would do is you can go to express.bluelock.com and sign up for free. We have a 14-day free trial. You can go and spin up a virtual machine instantaneously. But what you actually need to do is create a virtual data center first, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then within that, you can create your vApp.
Right.
And once you have that container for the VMs, you can then create your VMs and scale horizontally that way if you wanted to.
Right.
And then once you have your vApp, you can actually clone that or whatever you wanted to do with that container.
Right. So for instance, a lot of people that go to express.bluelock.com, they want to get right to creating the VMs, and there are a couple tasks to do before that. We've got to create a VDC and a vApp, so don't make the same mistake I did when I first logged on and try and create a VM and then get an error. So
okay, so let's talk a little bit about who might use vCloud Express. Right now it's still in beta, but you can go and use it. It's fully functional, runs on the same hardware as our enterprise platform. There's no service level agreement behind it right now, so it means you probably shouldn't put any mission critical stuff in here. But this would be great if you're doing any sort of research, testing something out.
Yeah.
Right? If you're developing on it, you could probably develop on vCloud Express.
Dev is a big time thing for vCloud Express. So if you guys need test servers, the Express environment is the way to do it. So, quick, easy, painless, cheap. I mean, that sounds like dev to me. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure. And the other thing is that there's no phone support for vCloud Express, right? But there's a very robust forums. You go to forums.bluelock.com. All kinds of questions answered in there. Even walk through step by step how to get started and set up that way.
Right, there are a lot of guys in the forums that'll be able to help you out. Whether or not they work at Bluelock, everybody's pretty amped up about the Express stuff. So
cool.
Check it out.
Well, that's great. That's the 1,000 or 10,000 foot view of vCloud Express. Thanks for kind of walking us through this, Jake.
Sure.
And hopefully you guys can go out and spin up some VMs. If you have questions, please hit us up in the comments, and we'll answer those next Whiteboard Wednesday and talk a little bit more about vCloud Express. We might even do some screen capture action if we can get that going.
Totally.
All right, thanks guys.
See you.